Hello everyone, good evening. So here we shall solve some KCET previous year questions on the chapter relations and functions. So any doubts if you have in any steps, then please write that in the comment section. We shall obviously clarify them in the subsequent videos. And in any other chapter of maths, if you feel more difficulty, then also please mention the name of that chapter in the comments section. Also so that we can give more priority on it and solve more and more questions on that chapter, which shall be helpful for your KCET exam. And some important homework questions will also be uploaded in the Sapience Education application. So please install our Sapience Education application, whose link has been provided in the description. So here in the first question, it is told that if f of x is a function which is a linear function, f of x equal to x plus b, and a and b are some integers, and f of minus 1 equals to minus 5, and f of 3 that is equal to 3, then a and b are respectively. So therefore f of minus 1 that is equal to minus a plus b, so that is equal to minus 5, and f of 3 that is equal to 3a plus b, that is equal to 3. So now if we subtract these two equations, then we will get 4a that is equal to 3 minus of minus 5, that is 8. So a equals to 2, and therefore b will be equal to minus 5 plus a, which is minus 5 plus 2, that is equal to minus 3. So therefore a and b are 2 and minus 3. So option A is the correct answer. Then in the second question, it is told that if f is a function which maps from R to R, and g is a function which maps from 0 to infinity to R, and which is defined as f of x equals to x square and g of x equals to root x, then which of the following is not true? So now f of g of x, that is one. So f of g of x, that will be equal to f of g of x, that will be f of root x, so which is root x whole square, which is equal to x. Now f of g of so it means the function f of g will map from the domain of g to the codomain of f. It means it will map from 0 to infinity to r. Now in the function f of g, minus 4 cannot be given as the input, so x cannot be equal to minus 4, since x should not be having any negative value. So therefore option A is not true. Option A is the correct answer. Then in the third question, it is told that f is a function which maps from R to R, which is defined as f of x equals to 3x square minus 5, and g maps from R to R also, where g of x is defined as x by x square plus 1. Then g of f is how much? So g of f of x, so that means g of f of x, so that is g of f of x is 3x square minus 5. So in place of x we should substitute 3x square minus 5. So which is equal to 3x square minus 5 divided by 3x square minus 5 whole square plus 1. So therefore g of f of x, so that will be equal to 3x square minus 5 divided by, this is 3x, so this will be 9x power 4, then minus 3 5 is 15, 15 to the 30, so 30x square, then plus 25 plus 1, so that is 26. So 9x power 4 minus 30x square plus 26. So this is the correct answer. So option D is the correct answer. Then it is told, let the relation R be defined in n, means R is a function which maps n to n, defined by A is related to B if 3a plus 2b, that is equal to 27. Then R is R is a relation which maps from n to n. 3a plus 2b, that is equal to 27. So we should take only natural number values for a and b. So if you take 0 and 27 by 2, that we cannot take, since 27 by 2 is not a natural number. So, and 1 and 12 we can take. So since 3 plus 27, 3 plus 24, sorry, and 3 and 9 also we can take, since then it will be 3 3 is 9 plus 9 to the 18. Yeah, we can take 5 3 is 15 plus 6 to the 12. This also I can take. And 7 3 is 21 plus 3 is 6. This also I can take. Then 9 3 is 27 plus 0. That we cannot take, since 0 is not a natural number. So only these values we can take. Only 4 values. That is 1 and 12, 3 and 9, 5 and 6, and 7 and 3. Only these. So it means option D is the correct answer. Here we should tell these are the options A, B, C and D. So here option D is the correct answer. Then it is told that if R denotes the set of all real numbers, then the function f maps R to R defined by f of x equals to mod x is. R denotes the set of all real numbers. Okay, so the range of this function, actually this will be from 0 to infinity. It means that here the range is a subset of the codomain, which is R. So it means that it is not onto. It is not onto. And it is not 1 1 also, since why? F of minus 2, suppose if you take, then mod of minus 2, that is equal to 2, which is also same as f of 2. So f of minus 2, that is equal to f of 2, but minus 2 is not equal to 2. So it means, so the function f is not 1 1. So it is neither 1 1 nor onto. So option 4 is the correct answer. Then in this question it is told that if q1 is the set of all rational numbers other than 1, it means it is q minus 1. Is a set of all rational numbers other than 1 with the binary operation star defined by a star b, that is equal to a plus b minus ab for all a comma b in the set q1, then the identity in q1 with respect to star is. The identity in q1, so the rule is that if a star e, that is equal to e star a, that is equal to a, then we say that then E is the identity element under the binary operation star. E is called the identity element under this binary operation star. Okay. Therefore here also, so A star E, that will be equal to A plus E minus AE, and that should be equal to E star A. E star A, that will be equal to E plus A minus EA. So they should be equal to A. This should be equal to A. AA will cancel, so then E into 1 minus A, that is equal to 0. From here also I can say it should be also equal to a and a will cancel. So e into 1 minus a, that is equal to 0. That means that e should be equal to 0 by 1 minus a, 0 by 1 minus a, which is equal to 0 only, since a is not equal to 1. Since here this binary operation is not containing the number 1. So here star is the binary operation which maps q1 cross q1 to q1. So e is 0. Since why a plus 0 minus 0 into a, which is 0, that will be equal to a only, and here also 0 plus a minus 0 will be a. So therefore the identity element under this binary operation star on the set q1, that is 0. So option 2 is the correct answer. That 0 is the identity element in this case. 0 is the identity element. Okay. So option 2 is the correct answer. Then here it is told that you have to find the domain of the function f of x, that is this. So f of x is given as x by 1 minus mod x. So here mod x should not be equal to 1. So it means that x should not be equal to plus or minus 1. So except plus or minus 1, I can take any real values of x. So therefore the domain of the function f is r minus 1 and 1, r minus 1 and 1. So here this will be like this actually. This would have been like this. Yeah. This is curly bracket here. That means that option D is the correct answer. Okay, then here it is told that f is a function which maps from R to R, which is defined by f of x equals to 2x if x is greater than 3, and it is x square if x is greater than 1 and less than or equal to 3, and it is equal to 3x when x is less than or equal to 1. So then we have to find the value of f of minus 2 plus f of 3 plus f of 4. So now f of minus 2, it means minus 2 is less than 1. So it means I should use the third definition, that is 3x. So 3 into minus 2 and plus f of 3. Now 3 is included in the second definition. So this will be 3 square. Then plus f of 4. 4 is more than 3. So I should use the first definition, which is 2x. This will be 2 into 4. So therefore the answer is minus 2 into 3, that is minus 6 plus 9 plus 8. So this will be equal to 9 minus 6, which is 3. 3 plus 8, that is 11. That means option D is the correct answer. Okay. Then here it is asked to find the domain of this function, where bracket x is the greatest integer less than or equal to x. So now here f of x is equal to 1 by square root of bracket x whole square minus bracket x minus 6. Now if we factorize it, then we will get 1 by square root of bracket x minus 3 into bracket x plus 2. So now therefore now this bracket x whole square minus bracket x minus 6, that should be always greater than 0. It should not be equal to 0 also, and it cannot be negative also. Since why else square root of that will become square root of that will become imaginary. Okay, so therefore this can be written as bracket x minus 3 into bracket x plus 2, that should be greater than 0. Therefore bracket x should be either greater than 3 or bracket x should be less than minus 2. So therefore x, bracket x should be greater than 3. So it means x should be greater than 3, since bracket x means it is the greatest integer less than or equal to x. X should be greater than 3. It should be greater than 3. So greater than 3 we can't take, since why it can come equal to 3 also then. We should take greater than or equal to 4. Take greater than or equal to 4, and bracket x is less than minus 2. So it means that x should be less than minus 2. Therefore the required interval, the required domain, therefore the domain is, it will be minus infinity to minus 2 open interval union 4 to infinity. It means that option A is the correct answer. Okay, then in this question it is told that let A be the set of all x such that x belongs to R and x is not a positive integer. It means that x is not a natural number. X does not belong to n. Then define f. It means that it is all real numbers except n, except natural numbers. And f is a function which maps from A to R. And f of x equals to 2x by x minus 1. Then f of s, then f is injective but not surjective. That we have to find. If it is injective or surjective, that we have to find. Now therefore this f of x can be written as 2x minus 2 plus 2 divided by x minus 1. So this will be written as 2 plus 2 by x minus 1 f of x. All real numbers except natural numbers we can take. So it means that some values will not come. It means that since x should not be a natural number here, x should not be natural number, x should belong to the set A only. So it means that suppose for example if we put x equal to 3, then it will come 2 plus 1 3, but here natural number we can't put as the value of x, since x belongs to A, which is R minus n. So therefore it is not surjective. It is not surjective, since why it is not onto. It means that it is not onto. Means why the range is not R. So the range is a subset of R, a subset of the set of real numbers. Then why it is injective, that we have to find. Why it is injective, it means why it is 1 1. So therefore f of x1, that will be equal to 2 plus 2 by x1 minus 1. So if I take f of x1, that is equal to f of x2. Suppose if f of x1 equals to f of x2, then this will be equal to 2 plus 2 by x2 minus 1. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Then x2 minus 1, that will be equal to x1 minus 1. So it means x1 will be equal to x2. So it means that it is a 1 1 function. That means that it is injective. It is injective but not surjective. Okay. So it means that option A is the correct answer. It means that it is injective. It is 1 1 but not onto. It is a 1 1 function but not onto function. It means that it is injective but not surjective. Okay. Then here is told that if the set X contains 7 elements and set Y contains 8 elements, then the number of bijections from X to Y is. Set X contains 7 elements. It means that the number of elements in set X is 7 and number of elements in set Y is 8. Then the number of bijections from X to Y. If it is a bijection, it should be 1 1 and onto. Now if 7 elements are there in the set A, so then it should map with set X, and then it should map with all the 8 elements in the set Y. But if all the elements are mapped with different elements in set Y, then also one element in the set Y will be always left out. So it means that so for any relation on from the set X to Y, that can never be onto. That can never be onto. It means that a so it can be 1 1, but it can never be onto. So it means that no bijections can be made. So no bijections are possible. No bijections are possible from the set X to Y. So option A is the correct answer, which is 0. Then here it is told if R f is a function which maps R to R, which is defined as f of x equals to this, then f of minus 1 plus f of 2 plus f of 4, that is how much? Now f of minus 1, it means that when x is equal to minus 1, it means it is less than 1. So this will be 3 into minus 1. So this is minus 3. And f of 2, that will be equal to, so 2 is more than 1 but less than 3. So I should use the second definition, which is x square. This will be 2 square, which is 4. And f of 4, 4 is more than 3. So I should use the first definition, which is 2x. So that is 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. Now therefore f of minus 1 plus f of 2 plus f of 4, so that will be equal to f of minus 1 is minus 3 plus f of 2 is 4 plus f of 4 is 8. So this will be 4 minus 3, which is 1. 1 plus 8, that is 9. So option B is the correct answer. Then here it is told that let the relation R be defined in N. It means R maps N to N, which is defined as A is related to B if 3A plus 2B equals to 27. 3A plus 2B equals to 27. Then R is what? Okay. So the input should be a natural number. So it means that I can take 1 and 12, since 3 plus 24, that is equal to 27. And then we can take 3 and 9 also, since by 9 plus 18, that is equal to 27. And we can take 5 by 6, we can take 5 comma 6 also, since by 3 5 is a 15 plus 6 is 12, that is also 27. And then we can take 7 comma 3 also, since by 7 3 is 21 plus 6, that is also 27. So it means that option A is the correct answer. Then here it is told, suppose the number of elements in set A, that is equal to P, the number of elements in set B, that is equal to Q. Number of elements in set B is Q, and the number of elements in A cross B is 7. Then P square plus Q square. So so the number of elements in the Cartesian product A cross B, that will be equal to P into Q, and that is given as 7. So it means that P and Q should be in integers only. It means that P and Q should be whole numbers only. So therefore it should be of the form either 7 into 1 or 1 into 7. Means that P square plus Q square, that will be equal to, so 7 square plus 1 square, so which will be equal to 49, or which is equal to 49 plus 1, which is equal to 50. So P square plus Q square is 50. So option A is the correct answer. Then here it is told to find the domain of this function. So here log base 10 1 minus x is there, which should be greater than, okay, which should not be 0 also, which should not be equal to 0. Now it means that 1 minus x should not be equal to 1. So it should be greater than or equal to 1. Means that x should be less than or equal to 0. X should be less than or equal to 0. No, it means that 0 we cannot take. Since this value we cannot take it as 1. So x should be less than 0, and also x plus 2, that should be greater than or equal to 0, since why it is under the square root, it cannot be negative. So x should be greater than or equal to minus 2. And here, okay, log base 10 1 minus x, and this 1 minus x should be greater than 0 also. 1 minus x should not be 0 also. Means that x should not be equal to 1. Minus x should be greater than 0. So x should be less than 1. So therefore x should be less than 0. Should be less than 0 and greater than or equal to minus 2. And 1, it cannot be more than 1 actually. It should be minus 2 to 0 only. So minus 2 to minus 2 to 0. One minus x should be greater than 0. So x should be less than 1. Actually here should write that less than 1, and 1 minus x should be not equal to 0. Means x should not be equal to 1. Means no, log of this should not be 0. It means this should not be equal to 1. It means x should not be equal to 0. So therefore the domain is x belongs to minus 2 to 1. This x should be from greater than or equal to minus 2 but less than 1, and 0 I should not include. So minus 2 to 0 union 0 to 1. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, so hope all of you have understood the solutions of all these questions, and still any doubts if you have, then please write that in the comments section. And please install our Sapience education application, where we shall upload some important homework questions based on the previous year KCET exam, which shall be helpful for your exam. So thank you everyone. Bye.